doing this Let's Play of Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. Playing with me is Chandra.
Hello.
This is my first time doing one of these, so please don't be cruel, although I know you will be anyway.
You have to say, for its age, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I do have to say that, and as I was saying, like, our testing, before we started this broadcast, you can really kind of see the progression of the technology.
Find that statue and all this junk.
Okay. So that
Poor
statue
Marcus. He thought this was a Maasai warrior.
That statue.
It's a stone carving of Shiva. It's some kind of funeral urn.
And just a note to the viewers, the game does change a little bit each time you play it. So what you see here may not be exactly your playthrough. And I do recommend that people go and get it because it is an excellent game.
Yes, it is only $5 on Steam. There's actually a pack of LucasArts Adventure games that you can get. It is $10 for 4 games. It is both Indiana Jones point-and-click adventure games, Loom and The Dig. I have not played any of the other 3. This is my first time playing through this. I played through about 50 minutes of this before I did this. So the majority of the game will be a cold run.
Or a good imitation.
Oh yeah. Especially considering it does change each time, so...
Yes. So, here we go. Oh!
Yep. Well, and he falls a lot. And gets hit by a lot of things.
If this is his personal collection of stuff, why are there so many trapdoors?
It isn't his personal collection of stuff. It's kind of that hidden collection in the library, because it's on Barnett College campus, which you'll see shortly.
Looks like beadwork from the Phoenix collection.
Which, interestingly enough, if you are into Indiana Jones trivia, River Phoenix played the young Indiana Jones from Last Crusade.
River Phoenix. Where have I heard that name before?
He was an actor who died several years ago. And we'll try not to talk over the voice acting too much, because he really does. He sounds like Indiana Jones.
Unidentified potsherds.
Relatively speaking.
Assuming you can hear him.
Yeah, not sure how the volume's showing up on this, but we'll see.
Looks dangerous.
I do like how they incorporated the credits intro in with a little bit of gameplay so that they're not going, okay, it's a 5-minute long intro where you can't do anything.
Yeah.
I've read them all.
That's one of the things that kind of gets me about Day of the Tentacle, is it doesn't have that kind of credit-based introduction. I mean, it's got a decent introduction, but it just kind of drops you in the middle of the scum interface.
Yeah, this is very immersive and very simple just to start. Get you used to the point, click, and interact with things. Without adding all the fluff on later.
Yeah, definitely.
There's nothing of importance here.
I'm trying to remember what happens if you click on the exit.
The stairway is closed for repairs.
That's right.
We're upstairs. That's what it is.
Uh-huh. Now here's the big question. How did he get into the attic?
We saw him, like, dive through the window.
He swung in, so where was he swinging from? Oh, check this. Check the desk.
Oh, yes.
It's an old lecture hall desk. It's an old lecture hall desk.
I was not going to say with the gun like you said it was.
Nah, it might be later.
These books don't look familiar. Uh-oh.
So let's see, he's now fallen through 3 floors. Yeah.
But in a later video, what I might
Better
do...
get that roof checked.
In a later video, what I might do is I might show a subtle progression of the technology of the Scum engine.
Very possible.
Because...
So,
yeah.
we only really have one thing in this room we can interact with, and that's the cat figurines.
Possibly an ancient Mesopotamian cat god.
Yep. Ow.
A fine sample of bitumen.
One nice thing is, unlike certain point-and-click games that did away with some of the older interfaces, this highlights with a name if it can be looked at or interacted with, which is nice.
Oh, yes.
I'll be. Here's what I've been searching for.
Which kind of gets me is that, I don't believe that they did that in some later Scum Engine games.
Uh-huh. And an important note for people watching, if you want to skip through the intro, you can hit escape. I don't recommend it. It's a lot of fun to play through, because it does change.
Oh, Scum Engine!
And as you can see, we're on Barnett College campus. And Indy's office is just across the way. Nazis. I hate Nazis.
I'm back. Indy?
You don't look at all well, Dr. Jones.
Exploring
He's
our
got a
collections
German
can be
accent. He must be
dangerous,
evil.
Mr., what was your name again?
It's an Indiana Jones game. Of course
Slim.
he's evil. Which
Tell
was
me,
one thing that really
you find
disappointed
a
me
lock
about
to match
Crystal
my
Skull.
key?
Was they went from Nazis to Russians.
Take a look.
Hmm.
I mean, I
What
can
are you waiting
understand the
for?
whole
Let's open it.
Cold War progression thing, but still.
Why not? It's an obvious fake.
They could have done
You may think
neo-Nazis.
so, Doctor. But
Yeah.
we are
No,
opening
they
a
weren't a
new
big
chapter
thing until
in
later.
history.
But
Yeah.
still, I liked Indy versus Nazis.
My word, Indy, a small metal bead. Jewelry, perhaps? I still think it's a fake.
Then you won't mind if I take it.
Where is this fake?
Stand back, gentlemen.
I hope you've got a getaway car waiting. You'll need one.
What is lights?
Nazis.
away.
Hate Nazis.
But we got his coat, Marcus. Hey, what's this? Klaus Kerner, huh?
Good Lord, Indy, the man's some sort of agent from the Third Reich. What is the spy one with the Buddhist statue?
I lied, Marcus. I don't think it's a phony. I can't place the style, but it's old.
Look what else our friend was carrying. An old copy of National Archaeology. And there you are in Iceland.
Yeah, field supervisor for the Jastro expedition. My first real job.
Who's the woman?
Sophia Hapgood. She was my assistant, a spoiled rich kid from Boston, rebelling against her family.
Where is she now?
She gave up archaeology to become a psychic.
How odd.
You can say that again.
Hey, Colonel found you. What if he finds her? We should warn the woman.
Andy
You're right.
and his many,
I want to know more about that statue.
girlfriends.
Many.
You know, Marcus,
Could
the
you really
coldest year
call
of my
them
life is the one I spent
girlfriends?
in Iceland with Sophia.
It's more like a James Bond thing, where it's like, there's a woman...
Not even. James Bond at least left most of the women he was with, wanting more.
I will give you that. Oh, I didn't even see that.
I don't think that'll work. This was taken a long while ago, when I thought we might like each other.
It's more he kind of had his youthful flings with certain women,
Right.
whereas other ones he just had like a colleague type relationship with.
Right. Okay, so let's see here.
Oh, go back to the college.
Oh yes, we need to go pick up useless junk that will never be used. Wink, wink.
Grand Central Station, please.
There are a couple of things in the game that, depending on the path you take, will never be used, but in general, it's a good idea to grab anything that isn't nailed down.
Yes, that
And occasionally
old
things that are.
that old
Yes, and occasionally some
adage.
things that are.
And if the thing is nailed down with a loose nail, you pry the nail off, and if it involves a puzzle to pry the nail off, you solve the puzzle.
Yeah. Or you dig it up.
Or you have to go through.
It happens a lot in this game.
Or you have to go through an immense trading sequence from character to character to character in order to get your hammer.
I do not recall one small favor quests. And I don't think you can get up the coal chute at this time.
Let's see.
It's too slippery to walk up.
Yep.
And there's our dirty rags. So we used valuable gas and or cab fare to get from Barnett College to New York to pick up.
Just for a piece of coal and a dirty rag.
And now we're going to go back.
Oh, you will not believe how many times when I've played the game
says,
before, I've pretty much finished the
Movie
game
tonight.
before.
The 39 steps.
You will not believe how many times I flew back and forth to do things the first couple of times I played through.
You know, when I was playing Broken Sword on Game Boy Advance, I did that a lot too. Don't even get me started on Sam and Max.
Yeah, traveling happens a lot. So, we go back to, wherever it was, New York.
Yes.
Because Barnett College is, like, in the upper part of the state.
Yeah. Whereas we're going to pretty
New York
much the
City.
tip. Yeah, we're going to New York, the tip of Manhattan Island.
Oh, if you look at the ticket taker and the marquee...
Imagine the
you get
suckers
some
who actually
interesting
pay
things.
to see Sophia's Lost World lectures. Hello there.
The show sold out, sir.
Oh.
Hold on.
No seats, no standing room, no exceptions.
Oh.
Which apparently means she's popular.
But is she popular for the right reasons?
What are the right reasons? Yeah, that's always a question. Okay, the fun part.
Let's see.
We have a couple of ways to be able to get in. One is a pushing puzzle. You push crates. There's another right there. I think you can just right-click it.
I can't reach it. The way looks blocked. The way looks blocked.
And now you have snuck in.
Wait!
That is one of
You must be the new
3 ways
doorman.
in.
About time they got rid of Biff. He was such a pushover.
I want a reading with Miss Hapgood.
Are you crazy? During the show? Write her a letter.
Okay, so let's see.
Excuse me.
Take it easy and watch the show.
Here, my friends, is Atlantis, as it might have appeared in its heyday. Glorious, prosperous, socially and technically advanced,
Not sure how accurate she is, but
beyond our wildest dreams.
Starships.
does that fire
5,000
look
years
kind
ago,
of
while
familiar?
everyone else
Stargate.
wore animal skins, the mighty spirits of Atlantis dared to build a city where knowledge and power were united in true happiness. Centuries
For
later,
those of you
the
who
famous
really follow
philosopher
TV,
Plato wrote
Stargate
about it.
Atlantis.
He placed Atlantis on a continent out in the deep ocean and described how it was divided into 3 circular parts, such as you see here.
Isn't she something? She can go on for hours.
And she will go on for hours unless you find a way to interrupt her.
So let's see. We're going to talk to him
Excuse
again.
me.
Shh. She's just coming to the exciting part.
Oh, come on.
What befell the serene city? We may never know for sure. Was it the sea level slowly creeping higher, or the Earth itself suddenly shifting? However it happened, panic must have gripped the citizens on that fateful day when proud Atlantis sank beneath the waves. Or perhaps it was a volcanic eruption, and something remains even now. On some questions,
No hints,
the great
no hints.
spirit who guides my thoughts, the all-seeing Nurab Sal, is silent.
I've been through this 100 times. The woman never stops.
So Nurab Sal is supposed to be like her spirit guide from Atlantis.
Kinda, sorta. Hang on one moment, I have to step away.
Alright.
Hello? Hi.
I can still hear you.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah, what now?
Okay.
You look tired. Wouldn't you like to call it a day?
Live streaming with a friend.
Nah, sooner or later I get to run the ghost out there. That's always a big moment.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah, what now?
Isn't there something you'd rather be doing?
Okay.
Like what? Show business is my whole life.
Alright.
Don't you ever read?
Bye.
Sure, it's a hobby of mine.
What if I give you something to walk away?
It's fine.
A bribe? Who do you think you're talking to?
Oh.
Hi.
Well, we're going to give him the newspaper because he likes to read.
Here.
Well, well, the late edition. I wonder if the Dodgers won. Watch the lights while I find out, okay?
Again, we've only kind of played through this together.
Yes. As I
Otherwise, it's completely blind for him.
yeah,
It's news for me.
basically, I actually went through a completely different way last time. The only thing that was the same was getting rid of the stagehand.
The stagehand does not change. It's getting in that has a couple of different ways.
It's a lever.
So let's see. Use a lever.
It's a lever. It's a lever.
Yes, I see that. Push it.
It appears to control this ghostly stage prop. There it goes.
And I still feel the presence of Atlantis through... May I present Nurab Sal, the great Atlantean god of...
Deceit!
deceit! Thanks, Cindy. Indiana Jones? You've got some nerve. Go back, you big jack-o'-lantern. Oh, great.
I think that indicates
Good night,
something.
folks. Come on, mister. I've got a few words to mince with you.
Oh my.
I'd say it's about time.
Oh, no!
Looks like Kerner got here first.
The first apartment he's walked
Stay
into
put.
that's been ransacked.
Seems like that happens a lot to him.
No one here.
Like, as soon as that happens
Or here
to
either.
him, he should assume that A, he's going to get involved in some big plot, and
Well, he's
B,
already involved.
yes, and B, that what he's looking at is legitimate.
Dr. Uberman, fantastic news. We found the treasure we seek.
Hate Nazis. Hate them.
Well, at least he didn't
That's
steal
the
our
second
cab.
time Kerner slipped away. What does a
He
Nazi
has another
spy
car
want with
waiting
old
someplace at
statues?
his house.
Have you seen the newspaper?
Driving.
Listen to this. Germans claim victory in worldwide race to smash the Uranian atom. Chief scientist Dr. Hans Uberman announces plan to harness new sources of energy for the Third Reich.
So? Come on, a few atoms won't even light a match.
Of course not. That's why they're looking for the power of Atlantis.
Be serious. I used to think you'd make a good scientist. Yet you've been dealing goods on the black market. Artifacts such as archaeology has never seen.
It belongs in a museum!
You're lucky I don't have you arrested.
So what if I kept a few pieces for myself? Look for a small coppery bead under those clippings in my desk.
What do you know?
Kerner missed the grand prize.
What?
My necklace. Watch closely. The bead is made of orichalcum, the mystery metal first mentioned by Plato. Now I'll place it in the medallion's mouth.
That's not all it can do, folks. There we go.
Did you see that?
Yeah, creepy.
Very creepy.
Is your electric bill paid up?
That was Nurab Sal. His spirit is close.
Closer than Atlantis, that's for sure. Suppose I gave this orichalcum business any credence, which I don't.
Which I don't.
But he's seen the Ark of the Covenant!
Yes, yes he has. And he's seen the Holy Grail, and he's seen...
He's seen somebody have their heart ripped out from their chest, still beating!
Yeah! He's seen a lot of things.
He is the eternal skeptic.
In his business, he has to be. Because remember, he's interested in history and facts, not mythology.
That's true, but he's still seen a lot of freaky stuff.
He's drunk from the Holy Grail. Of course he's seen a lot of freaky stuff.
Who knows where these feet really came from?
Shh. I'm getting something. Nurab Sal speaks. He bids us find the... What? Oh, a book, yes. The Lost Dialogue of Plato.
Another fine myth. It's not in any library I've ever been in.
What if the Nazis have already found a copy?
Dun dun dun!
You ever think of that?
What were these pieces doing in Iceland, I wonder?
Survivors must have sailed there after the Great Catastrophe.
Any port in a storm, huh? Who's working there these days?
But Iceland is green and Greenland is ice.
Maybe we should pay him a visit.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I thought you'd never ask.
Important note for those of you who are mythology buffs. Heimdall. Mythology. Norse mythology.
Yes.
And for those of you who have watched the Thor movie recently, yeah, the mythology's kind of the same, but it's not the same.
Yeah, the movie takes a more sufficiently
Looks like
advanced
someone's
approach
still
to
living
it. Instead of actual magic and
Yeah.
stuff. Which, if I remember correctly, the actual Marvel comics and stuff actually had it so that Thor was that, you know, the actual Norse god and everything was magic instead of the sufficiently advanced version the movie has.
Yeah. Which, it's an interesting twist on things.
Yeah. But back on
It's an
topic.
eel figurine trapped in ice.
Topic. Oh yeah, the game.
Dr. Heimdall.
Dr. Indiana Jones, I believe, and Madame Sophia Hapgood. This is my dig site now. Go away.
Gee, people who recognize India aren't very friendly, are they?
Yeah, I think he's pissed off a lot of people.
You think?
I thought you were digging up Norse
I
graves.
mean,
or
yeah,
something.
there are some people who they recognize him.
I was. Obviously now
and
I'm
it's
not.
kind of like, oh, holy crap, you're Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are kind of like, you're Indiana Jones, get out of here.
Well, he's going to take the artifact and put it in the museum.
Or he's going to bring them trouble, or he's going to cause other problems.
Not feeling very friendly today, are we?
I like solitude. It helps me think.
Doctor, what do you expect to find here?
The secret of Hyperborea. That's what the Greeks called Iceland, you know. You've read how they sailed north to a fog-shrouded land, and how they never set foot upon it? Ha! After traveling thousands of miles, mere fog wouldn't turn them back. Some idiots claim they were repelled by ghosts. Poppycock, you know what actually stopped them, Sean?
No, but I'm sure you're going to tell me.
They were stopped by a force field put here by beings not of this earth.
Must avoid
That's
Crystal
fascinating,
Skull.
Doctor. Well, why did these beings show up here?
I am convinced that these travelers came to Earth to form colonies like Atlantis, using Hyperborea as a spaceport. Up north here, we're close to the ether. It's a perfect landing site.
And so, you know what? Suddenly, all the Hyperborean potions and stuff from Dungeons of Dreadmore make a lot more sense to me.
Yes, yes they do.
So what's the link between Hyperborea and Atlantis?
Right, the Yastro expedition, the one you both worked on. Recently I saw pieces from it, pieces that are clearly Atlantean.
I see. Somebody must have been selling them.
Go ahead, blame it all on me.
Have you ever heard of Plato's Lost Dialogue?
Yes, there are rumors about such a book, but I've yet to see it. There are two people
he's
you
kind
might
of a
want to
dead end.
read it. Charles Sternhardt,
For the moment.
a shady fellow, who claims he translated the whole thing. And Philippe Costa in the Azores Islands. As a researcher, he's a farce, but he's a sharp tracer.
The funny thing is Sternhardt actually did translate the entire thing.
So you completely discount the supernatural?
Completely. If it's supernatural you want, talk to Sternhardt and Costa.
What is this thing you're working on?
Yeah.
The bronze eel here? It's probably a homing beacon for wayward spaceships. Soon I'll have it out of the ice.
What is this eel artifact again?
I already told you. It's an Atlantean radio. I think.
You know what? We didn't go through all of it last time.
What
Let's
is
go
this
through them
eel
all.
artifact again?
I already told you. It's an Atlantean radio.
Oh,
He does
I
repeat
think-
himself a couple of times, so you're gonna
What is
have
this
to go
eel
through
artifact
it.
again?
I already told you. It's an Atlantean suit armor. I think.
What is this eel artifact again?
I already
There's like
told
5 or
you.
6
It's
of them.
an Atlantean radio. I
He's
think.
convinced he's not going to behave.
What is this eel artifact again?
I already told you. It's an Atlantean lighthouse.
Oh, there's one of the other
I
ones.
think. Lever.
Fellow believer. Oh
Now,
dear.
you do have the option of which one you want to go to first. I don't think it makes too much of a difference which one you go to first. But you are going to have to go to both.
Right.
Let's head for the airport.
And I think at least one of them you'll have to return to again later.
So let's go to Tikal first.
Alright. Tikal, it's warm. It's Central America. Well, yeah, Central America.
Entrance of the jungle.
Yep. Look at the capybara!
We're gonna look
Look
at.
at you!
That critter's too far away.
Grr.
You gotta get him to the right path first, then use the whip on him. So he's not going on the street. Remember, go through.
There we go.
Go through and make sure it's the right one first. Because there's also,
a
you need
path
to
leading
check
deeper
out
into the
what's
jungle.
deeper in the jungle. After all, it's the jungle.
Ah.
Wrong path. I think it's the middle one.
Yep.
Hold on. I'm not going anywhere near that snake.
Ah, poor Indy and his fear of snakes.
That doesn't seem to work.
At least this is a LucasArts game. If this was a Sierra game, just approaching the snake would have ended in the death.
Yeah. Which, I do have to say, depending on the path you choose, it's very hard to die. There are a couple of ways to do so. Drowning, being crushed, that kind of stuff.
Right.
I think you can be shot.
On the topic of death, save often, save early, save often.
Save often and in different spots. this is a game that has multiple paths, so going through and saving on multiple slots is a good way to be able to experience all the different ways.
Right.
That's my whip.
Poor little jungle rodent. Tasty jungle rodent. Yes, tasty jungle rodent.
Good old Mother Nature.
Okay, we are just about back to the point where we stopped our initial going through, so that we could do the official. As a note for those watching, I will be helping out with certain puzzles that are just a day and a half and take forever to figure out on your own.
Hello.
Some of them are literally a pain, and those are the ones that stick in my brain the best.
While you were off bushwhacking, I found a path.
Oops.
Yep. So
What do we do
them
now?
up.
We better find Sternhard.
Stop! Begging your pardon, you can't go in there. The temple isn't safe. Can I help you with something? Postcard? Replicas of the temple? Souvenir mugs?
You always have to have an entrepreneur.
Yep.
No thanks, Mr.
Charles Sternhard, PhD, independent thinker, researcher, and merchant.
I want to say Sternhart is familiar to me, but
Well, what can you tell us about Plato's lost dialogue?
I'm the one who translated it, I can tell you that. I'd worry you were here to steal my last copy, but
Yeah,
someone called
neither
Mr.
far away.
Smith beat you to it.
Oh no!
dear Mr. Smith.
I'm sorry, but my brain is just kind of going full circle with the connection. Mr. Smith, Agent Smith, Red Skull.
Anyway.
Well, it's a German looking for...
Yeah.
What can you tell us about Mr. Smith?
He showed up last week, a tall man with a German accent and a pistol. He could have taken all my souvenirs, but he only wanted the lost dialogue.
Only wanted the book.
What can you tell us about the temple?
Glad you asked. The locals claim Mayan Indian things. Now I ask you, does this look like the work of primitive savages, or does it seem much too civilized?
I'm hoping to find some evidence of Atlantis here.
Evidence is easy. You're surrounded by it. Proof? Now that's hard.
Why aren't we allowed inside?
How do I know that you aren't a pair of silly tourists? I only show the temple to reputable scholars.
One of the few times where his name isn't enough to prove he's a reputable scholar.
I'm Dr. Indiana Jones. Is that scholarly enough?
Indiana? Sounds like the name of one of your states. Or possibly a cat.
Actually, it was the name of a dog.
Oops.
Sophia?
Anyway.
Thanks.
You know,
I'll have to look
I
around.
think I know how to prove it. We've
By all
got something
means.
in our inventory already.
You decide to buy one of
Really?
my precious mementos.
I'll sum it up that way. You can go ahead and show him the book.
No thanks, I don't want it.
But it proves I am this person.
Yeah.
I mean, look.
Why do I
Look.
keep looking at her?
There I am. Well, there he
There
is.
she is.
Ah,
So anyway, talk to him again.
it's
Excuse
too
me.
obvious.
Yes?
I'd really like to explore the temple.
Tell me the name of the lost dialogue of Plato.
Just pick anyone.
The Pleiades.
Pleiades! Too bad, old bloke. That's not the answer.
Oh,
Ow.
talk to the
Something
bird.
that happened in that scene, yes.
Pleiades?
Pleiades! A cluster of young stars.
Oh.
It's a very learned bird.
$23 skidoo.
Untie the pole.
Huh.
Now, I think you have to talk to him a few more times. But eventually...
Polly want a cracker?
Polly want a cracker?
Echo.
Echo.
I'm trying to remember how you can get the parrot.
Hullabaloo.
Untie the pole.
Pleiades?
Pleiades!
You may have to talk to, what's his name again.
Or maybe Sophia knows.
Maybe.
Sophia?
Yes?
What do we do now?
We could talk to Sternhardt again, or we could move on.
Stop! Excuse me, the temple isn't open to the public.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Oh, we can get him to say but. We can get the parrot to say but.
I'd really like to explore the temple.
Tell me the name of the lost dialogue of Plato.
Oh.
I think you have to say, I know the title.
I don't know the title.
Plato! You're no student of Atlantis, then.
Ah. It's a very smart bird.
Title?
Hippocrates! A friend of Socrates!
Interesting.
Yes, and now you have the
Sorry,
title.
old boy. Only accredited researchers are allowed in.
You would think Indy would have his
Listen.
credentials.
Yes?
You'd think that the book would be enough, saying, hey look, here's my picture. Dr. Indiana Jones.
Well, keep in mind that the book is detailing his first real job.
That's
So,
true.
exploring the temple.
Yes.
About exploring the temple.
Tell me the name of the lost dialogue of Plato.
Top.
The Hermocrates.
That's it. That's it!
Well now, perhaps I was wrong. You seem to know what you're doing. Walk this way, please.
I don't trust this guy, Indy.
I know what you mean.
Come on.
Ah.
Here we are. And see what you can do.
Looks like it could use a nose.
Ooh.
Ooh, we can use this.
That'll just make a mess.
Oh, I wanted to draw a nose on him.
No, but he does need a nose.
Looks like it could use a nose. It's a greasy old towel. Now, that doesn't work.
Look around the room. Does anything look a little off?
Oh, the spiral designs.
Engraved symbols of water and life. This one looks different, more deeply etched. I can't move it. I can't move it. I don't think that'll work.
No, as
looks
I
different,
recall, you
more
need an
deeply
item that
etched.
you don't have.
Oh. Okay, so this is like an entire room just full of stuff to rub, you know, items to rub on stuff to solve puzzles.
Rubber items against. Kinda, sorta. I think, actually, the book is in a completely different place. I'm sorry, Indy, but your book is in a completely different library.
Oh. Your book is in another ruin.
Because again, like I said, this game does change each time you play through.
Engraved symbols of water
You
and life.
don't have any of the items you need in order to continue
Listen.
the puzzles here. So,
Yes.
you'll need to leave.
What was
Well,
the purpose
actually-
of this chamber?
No, you may actually be able
You have me there. Some sort of crypt?
try to pick up the deeply etched design.
I can't. Years of tarnish have it all
Yeah,
burned
okay.
up.
I was right, you don't have the item you need in order to get it.
You know what?
But it is pick-upable. This is a case of where it's currently nailed down.
Right. But I'm going to stop the stream there. I'm going to pick up in a couple minutes.